Imagine a ghost town with a mine so deep it could hold the Willis Tower in Chicago. We'll learn about this unusual town next on Ghost Towns and More. Our story takes us to the central part of the state of Colorado, just under 40 miles west of present-day Denver. In 1859, Georgian miner John H. Gregory was en route to some Canadian mines and was wintering in Fort Laramie, Wyoming, when he heard rumors of gold being found in the foothills on the east slopes of the Rocky Mountains further south. Intrigued, John changed his travel plans and headed south to the western Kansas Territory that would later become the state of Colorado. He prospected several canyons and, making his way up one of them, found evidence of what looked to be very promising. Then a snowstorm forced him out of the canyon. On May 6, 1859, John returned but found that ice and snow still covered the ground. When he located the spot from before, he hoped his luck was about to change. So he dug down, scraped up some soil, panned it, and found gold. Destitute and nearly out of resources, one can only imagine his thrill realizing his new mining claim would bring wealth to his family living back in Georgia. It didn't take long for word of this new discovery to spread. Just 3 weeks after the lucky find, the area became the largest mining production site in the county. A town site was planned and named Nevada, then Nevada City, the word Nevada in Spanish meaning snow-capped. Several decades later, revisions to the name took place and eventually the name Nevadaville remained. The suffix ville is a French word for city. The town soon grew to a population of over 4,000 people, and by 1880, no other Colorado lode was considered to be as rich as the one found by John Gregory. By 1867, there were at least 10 companies operating on the Gregory mine, with many others competing in the same area. Many of the miners were Irish, and the town flourished with new businesses, including mercantile stores, medical practices, saloons, barber shops, and even a shoe store. The town was unique compared to other mining boom towns in that no gambling saloons, brothels, or other such businesses were allowed. A nice Masonic lodge was built that served the town for decades. In 1861, a fire erupted and destroyed over 50 buildings in the growing town. Residents used dynamite to destroy some structures in town to create a fire break so it wouldn't spread further. Because the town lacked a good water supply, it would fall victim to 4 more fires in the coming decades. Mining continued for many years until by the turn of the century in 1900, the gold and silver that kept Nevadaville going for so many years played out. The area was covered with mine shafts, with one of them so deep it could hold a skyscraper over 1,400 feet tall. By 1950, the census showed only 6 residents still living in the town, and today many historic buildings still remain. There are also several mining buildings, head frames, and tailing piles that readily show how vast and large the industrial operations were during its heydays. The scenery and setting of Nevadaville is remarkable. Tucked back up on the slopes and hills about 1.5 miles from present-day Central City, and remains in stark contrast to its neighboring town. Just about a mile down the road below the town of Nevadaville is the cemetery, where the headstones are partially covered by the grassy vegetation in the area. Nevadaville is very photogenic and is easily accessible. Its rustic remains create a tangible nostalgia for the past.